minasan, konnichiwa, red desu.
Hey guys, welcome to Drift Tips Friday, presented by the Drift Podcast. Today we're in, I don't know,
We're in cosplay.
Random Memory. If you haven't seen his videos, go check it out because he is an awesome dude from Japan. Does a lot of wacky stuff to his car.
Yep.
He's actually great.
And you don't actually have to know Japanese to be able to have fun watching his videos.
No,
Definitely check it out.
Entertaining.
Yeah, just search Red Memory on YouTube.
But yeah, today we're changing a steering wheel on an R34 with an airbag because if you live in Australia, you can't actually take your airbag steering wheel off because if you get pulled over by the cops, you get set over pits and that's basically the end of your car because it'll get written off. So today I'm putting in a good steering wheel because my steering wheel's had it. So let's get into it.
Alright, so today we're just going to need a 19mm to undo the actual steering wheel off the column. Allen key, 4mm screwdriver to pry off the tabs, and then you're just going to need Google Translate on your phone to figure out which fuse it is that we got to pull out. We have to pull out the airbag fuse and disconnect the battery. So let's get into it. Alright, so we've disconnected the battery, we've pulled the fuse out. Now we just have to knock off the two tabs on each side of this. Under there will be the Allen key bolts for the airbag, and then we'll pull that off. We'll undo the 19mm nut and swap it all over. After that we'll unplug our airbag module as well. If you go into an aftermarket steering wheel, this is when you would either get a airbag delete plug-in, which you can get for a lot of Toyotas and stuff. I don't know if they're available for a Nissan, and or you just leave it undone and you pull your airbag light out of your dash. So yeah. Alright, let's get into it. So if you can see, if it focuses on this bolt, please don't do this. This was used with the wrong type of tool, as I suspected when I was handed the Allen key Allen key tool, that it wasn't actually an Allen key. The Torx bits that hold this on, the correct thing to use is a T30 Torx bit. You can either use it on the end of a ratchet, or you can just buy the actual Allen key looking tool. Do make sure that you're using the correct one, or they will end up like this one where they're very difficult to undo. We got it undone and we'll change to a fresh bolt for our new one now. So we've loosened this. What you do is you wind this out just enough. It's a bit tight still. Get it just to that point, and then you have to actually get the steering wheel off of the actual column. This can be difficult if they're quite tight. You may need a steering wheel puller. I'm hoping that this one just comes off easy. And that's it. Now we'll just undo the rest of this. I didn't really want to hit it because of my other hand, but you can use two hands. Just and you can also sit in the seat and pull it back to undo it as well. But yeah, if they are quite tight, maybe a little bit of inox in there to or CRC WD-40 to loosen it up may help. If they are quite tight, if they've never been changed before, they will be quite tight on the actual shaft. So see how you go. It will come off. You just have to be persistent sometimes with them. Then do that. Just make sure you don't pull the nut all the way off before it's loose and start yanking on it, or you will cop a steering wheel to the face and that will hurt. Just repeat process in opposite direction of what we just did. Install this back on. Airbag module going on. The S15 one actually did come with Allen key bolts. It was the R34 that only came with the Torx head bolts. Just make sure you are using the right tool, as I said before. Now we'll just put the side pieces back on and we are done. We're done. So we'll just connect the battery, put the fuse back in, and happy days. We have to change over the wiring for the horn because they are different on certain models that have steering wheel controls. we'll sort that out and at a later date.